afternoon, friends and neighbors. Tesuiji at the desk with the Saturday Sovereigns. I forgot that we're starting the season on the road. Whoops. We will still have a lineup intro, but it won't be for game one. It'll be for our home opener against the defending champion Edmonton Greats. Yeah, tough call. Thank goodness they're all beaten up already. I also want to point out that we have the highest payroll in the league, and yet we are projected to finish last in the West, or in the Prairies division, by a lot. We'll see how we pull that. Oh, they're only projecting us at 221. That's not good. How many home runs did they call Big Jim Sanford for? They didn't even put him on the top prospects list or the top hitters list. That's odd. Expectations high for Quebec. Oshawa, no surprise there. Niagara expected to make a huge comeback from last season. Saskatoon, Victoria. And there is one wild card, and it looks like it'll be hard fought. Ottawa projected to take it. Oh, yeah, we're starting the season against the Ottawa Hot Rods. Oh, dear. Oh, no. This is going to be a tall order. Matt Mansell up against our new Japanese free agent, Kikuo Murayama. At Kinsman Memorial Civic Stadium. Which apparently has a lid in this game. Go figure. This stadium, one of Nielsen's CPs, if memory serves. Line drive to the opposite field. Good grab there by Jonathan Manning. Here's Mike Helton, one of the new acquisitions on this club. Swing and a miss. Matt Mansell showing the work from Terrebonne, Quebec. Fastball, curveball, sinker. That curveball is a dangerous thing. Joe Slater, new acquisition. A no 2 count. It's popped up towards third. That'll be an easy grab for Day. 1-2-3 inning there. Tom Bennerman. Soon may the Bennerman come. Hard hit to third. Gobbled by Miguel Vasquez. Easy play over to Pim Vandernoel for the first out. Oh, they just went all in on, like, power, didn't they? Jonathan Manning now. Up against Murayama. High fly to right. Coming in is Gama, and he makes the grab. Matt Kreutz now. 1-1 on the way. Hard hit to first. Gobbled there by Vandernoel. Flip to Murayama, and he gets the 1-2-3 inning as well. Speaking of Pim, here he is. Swing and a miss for the Dutchman. Angelo Gama. Hard hit down the line to left field and out of here. Angelo Gama, his first home run as a Regina Sovereign, gives the visitors a 1-0 lead. Yeah, it's a step down from St. Louis and Atlanta, but at least we're paying you like it. DH is the rookie Barry Spencer, just drafted, and he goes down swinging. 3 strikeouts already for Mansell. Line straight up the middle by one of the other rookies in today's game, John Bartlett, the catcher. A lot of room to grow, but you can see why, drafted out of UBC, the Sovereigns picked him up. Real potential to be a franchise catcher here. Bowden, the left center, or the left fielder, hits it to left center. That's off the CIBC stand. That almost left the ballpark. He might be thinking 3. Garland Bowden to second. And Bartlett holds at third. That's why Bowden didn't try and make a push. Vasquez strikes out to strand the two runners. And here is the mighty Big Jim. On an 0-2 count, that's up to Flores for the first out. Vinny Calderon. Sharply hit to first. Vandernoel flips to Murayama for the second out. This dangerous Hot Rods lineup. Donnie Day flared to left. That's going to hang up long enough for Slater. 2 1-2-3 innings. Flores to lead off the top of the third against Mansell. Strike three to the backstop. Going to be a tough play. Calderon will just not make the play. Passed ball, strikeout to first. That's another block by Calderon, keeping Flores over at first base. Flores thinking of stealing. He's in there safely. First one of the season. Helton pops up. Here's Joe Slater now. Shot right up the middle for a base hit. Flores will round third and try to score. Here's the throw from Kreutz. It is late. Joe Slater with his first CBC RBI. Vandernoel to deep center field. Kreutz will make the catch here. Gama with two away. That's a wild pitch, going to skitter to the backstop. Mansell having a couple of issues with defense. And a bad throw into the first base dugout from Legros. First error of the season in the first game, and it's an RBI one. Okay, it was two passed balls by Vinny Calderon. A typically bad day there for Calderon. Expectations higher. Spencer. Popped up to center field. Kreutz makes the grab. Regina, so far, off to a solid start. Easy grounder for Helton for the first out. John Michel. Swing and a miss. Murayama with his first CBC strikeout. There's the first base runner of the game. Sean Legros with a 2-out walk. Pitch is inside. Bartlett can't make the play. Called strike three. Murayama watches it sail past. Fastball at 90 dots the corner, and that strands the walk. John Bartlett to deep left field, carrying. That will be caught by Shaber. Nice view there of the Hot Rods uniforms. Bowden 1-for-1 with a double. Shaber charging up the line. Will make the grab. Miguel Vasquez. Lined into left. Shaber will play this one on a hop. And one of the few returning players from last season will make his way aboard with a hit. I think it's him, Flores, and Vandernoel. Jonathan Manning works the count full. Inside for ball 4. That'll bring up Max Kreutz. 12 home runs last season. Oh and 2. Chop to first. That'll be a 3-6. No 3. Vandernoel tries to play catch with Flores, but the throw is late. Big Jim now, 0-2. Popped up. Chasing it, Helton. In shallow right, he makes the grab for the second out. Vinny Calderon, rough day behind the plate. Here's going to shoot it to right field, and Gama will make the grab. Slater sends this to left. Shaber makes the grab. Mr. Pym grounds out to short. The Groves throw is on the money. Bottom of the fifth here. Murayama still only thrown 56 pitches. He has been cruising today. Oh, 1 on the way to Shaber. Squares to bunt, misses it. Pops us up. Carries long enough for Bowden to make the grab. Jean-Michel.
Strike 3.
3 strikeouts now for Murayama. Full count on the way to LeGros. Swing and a miss. Gama, Spencer, and Bartlett now up against Mansell. That is scorched into the left field corner. Angelo Gama with a pair of extra base hits now in this game. Impressive work. That'll bring up Spencer.
Strike 3.
Struck out again. New pitcher into the game is an old familiar face, Tom Bates. He was a member of the Sovereigns last season and was not particularly good. Chop down to third. Day makes the grab. Bennerman hauls it in. 2 down runner at third. Bowden. We'll see his day end. Noah Rametta checking in to pinch it. That sent the opposite way to Shaber. And he drops it. Oh no, it clanks off his glove. Hot Rods. Brain farting in another run. 55 error, don't get it what you used to, you know? Miguel Vasquez popped up to right. This one, Manning makes the grab. Rametta will remain in the game as the new center fielder. Two on the way from Murayama. Home 1 to Manning. Fly ball to right. Caught there by Gama. Kreutz now. 1-1 on the way. Chopper up the middle. Flores charges. Inning over. I see it, you see it, we're not commenting on it. LeGros will erase Flores on the base paths. Helton. Flare to left center field. That'll fall for a base hit and roll up against the wall. Mike Helton. Standing at second with a hard hit line drive. Tom Bates out of the game due to injury. John Marquez in. Joe Slater now. 1-2 on the way. Swings and misses. High fastball. Could not connect. That'll bring up Von der Knoll. 0-3. And on a 3-0 count, he is walked. 2 down now for Gama. Swing and a miss to the backstop. Calderon. A third passed ball on the day. Poor guy. 2 in scoring position now for Gama. Slow roller to third. Die throw onto first in time. To the stretch we go. Sovereigns lead the Hot Rods 4-0. 3-1 the count on Big Jim. Low for ball 4. Action in the bullpen now. Grounded to third. Going to be a tough double play. Holy smokes, they pull it off. Vasquez to Helton to Vandernol. 3-0 count on Donnie Day. And he's walked. Five walks now for Murayama. Shaber. Line drive to right. Playable. And caught. Gama makes the grab. 7 innings of you-know-what baseball. Ricky Dwyer into the game now for the Hot Rods out of the bullpen, and that'll bring Jeremy O'Malley, the Alley Cat. First round selection of the Sovereigns from Hamilton, Ontario for his first CBC at-bat. And he strikes out. Inauspicious start. Bartlett, however, keeps touching green. Here's Rometta, the center fielder. Hit directly into the dirt in front of home plate. That'll be a 2-6 putout. Vasquez not going to try for the double play. Or a Calderon, rather. Murayama was not expecting to be here. Six strikeouts. Seven strikeouts. He's getting stronger as the game goes on. Bennerman, full count pitch on the way. Called strike 3. Murayama strikes out the side here in the bottom of the 8th. This is the closest I've come.
Strike 3.
Has anyone on the stream team had one of these happen in real life? In a game they're managing? Murayama in the pain zone. He wants this. It'll be Manning, Kreutz, and Sanford in the bottom of the 9th. Manning deep to right field, and there goes the no-hitter. Back-to-back base hits. After 126 pitches, Kikuo Murayama exits the game. Oh, man. 8 no-hit innings. And now it's a one-run ball game. Big Jim Sanford, his first home run of the season. That is 4 straight hits for the Hot Rod. They've woken up. Donnie Day flared into left field for a base hit. The tying run is at second. The winning run is at first. Shaber. Flare to left field. Are you kidding me? We went from a no-hitter to losing because we couldn't get a single out in the bottom of the ninth. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. We had them by the short and curlies. All right, some improvements from players around the league, or on the team. Cardona, in particular, looks like he could be turning into something fun. We hang on for a 1-0 win. Brad Haley had back spasms and could only make it 1 out. Mark Marie, however, starts the shutout attempt. We are 1-3 by the time we come to our home ballpark. Raul Herrera fails to get out of the first inning against the Hot Rods in his first start of the season. That's less than ideal. We're going to send down Willie G, call up Gordy Malone. And of course, because we're playing against a righty, I have the wrong lineup. So I will do some adjustments quickly, get my righty focus lineup in, or lefty lineup in. I think that's right. Looks right. Anyways, lineup intro, about time. Let's go. It's time for Sovereigns Baseball, and it's time for the starting lineup. Batting first from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, the shortstop, Hector Flores. Batting second from Danbury, Connecticut, the second baseman, Mike Hilton. Batting third from Elm Creek, Texas, the left fielder, Joe Slater. Batting fourth from Groningen, Netherlands, the first baseman, Pim van der Nol. Batting fifth from Maracay, Venezuela, Angelo Gama. Batting sixth from St. Constant, Quebec, the designated hitter, Barry Spencer. Batting seventh from Surrey, BC, the catcher, John Bartlett. Batting eighth from Welland, Ontario, the center fielder, Garland Bowden. And batting ninth from Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, the third baseman, Miguel Vasquez. Tonight's starting pitcher from Jeonju, South Korea, Kim Young-myung. Still hoping that Flying Canuck could get to Curry Field at some point before I stop streaming this save. Good grab there by Slater for the first out. Because this is Nielsen CPs and it's not accurate. Doesn't need to be, but it isn't. It is at least designed to be in Regina. That much is true. Gavril Lameov. A balk is called on Kim Young-myung. That'll open up first base, but he will strike out Lamehoff instead. Jay Kameen. Swing and a miss. Changeup that bounced. Aaron Lowe on the bump for the Greats. Last year was a part of the bullpen, racked up 25 saves, 4+ pitches, the curveball the only oof there. Bouncer to short, Purchase. Throw is on the money. Helton. Popped up to center field. Minton makes the grab for the second out. Slater, fly ball to left. That will hang up long enough for Lameov. Alright, we're gonna until wrist bit. Kim and Lowe in a pitcher's duel. First and second now for the center fielder, Elliot Minton. Bunted back towards the pitcher. That'll be a sacrifice, covered by Helton. Infield is in against Trevor Langdon. 1-2. Ball gets away from Bartlett, and the runner will score. Slowly hit through the middle. Is that ball going to come down? That was an odd one. And Kim Young-myung injured, diagnosis pending. It's Gordon Malone entering the game as the new pitcher. Freshly off the injured reserve himself. Checked swing, and he holds up. Oh no.
Strike 3.
Lamehoff strikes out on a split-fingered fastball up in the zone. Malone known more as a control pitcher than any sort of heat-seeking missile. Flores, with all his momentum carrying him to first, throws on to Van der Knoll. Great take a 2-0 lead. Jimmy Olsen getting loose. Gama standing at second now. Man, this is a cruel game sometimes. I feel like saving Mike Trout is the blessed of the two saves, and this one is the cursed one. We'll give Malone a second inning of work. Maybe a third, too. Yeah, let's get Olsen up now. Jim Corbett in. Only 2 hits so far from the Sovereigns. And now Spencer will sit for O'Malley. First at bat in front of his new home fans. And on an 0-2 count, he's drilled it to right field. Loud, but Langdon is there. A solo home run by John Bartlett makes it a 2-1 ball game. And now Garland Bowden standing at second. Pinch runner will be Noah Remeda. Why do we still play Miguel Vasquez? Travis Waybright will be pinch hitting. Double switch here. Waybright chases a pitch. Flores now. Popped up. Lameov ends the bottom of the 8th. Waybright will take over as the new second baseman. That'll move Helton to third. Remeda moves in to become the center fielder. Brett Thomas loose in the bullpen. He'll come in if this game somehow gets to extras. Norm Cochran out of the bullpen. 4-pitch mix really should be a starter, but he's being used here as a bullpen guy. Helton, Slater, Von der Knoll. Sovereign's trying to get something going here. And a line drive to center. Mike Helton is aboard as the tying run. Slater strikes out on a pitch well inside. Von der Knoll. Launched to left field, but caught by Lameov up on the track. Gama. Bouncer to third. That'll be the ball game. Sovereigns attempt to come back late. Can't defeat the greats. They win 2-1. It is too early in the season to make any rash decisions. Alright, Kim's going to be skipping a start then. One in 5 to start the season. A walk-off win courtesy of both Gama and Jeremy O'Malley. Raul Herrera pitches a gem. And it's Juan Liera who picks up the loss for the Mosquitoes. Back-to-back wins here. Off to Saskatoon to play the Rebels at their place, Cairns Field. Bart McAfee up against Roberto Rios. This one is Flying Canucks Ballpark. This is modeled on the true Cairns Field in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Not too much in terms of capacity, as you can tell, but man, it looks pretty at sunset. Ooh, good grab there by Meyer. Jesse Meyer, Gold Glove first baseman, perhaps? Ooh, very good player altogether. Roberto Rios from Ciudad Ojeda. This is his first season in the CBC at age 21. I do like the idea of the CBC as sort of now like a training ground or a finishing school for the majors. After I wrap up this series, I'm actually going to go take a look and see how some of the franchises in the majors have gone. As Knight settles in, Bartlett standing at second. Vasquez wears one in the numbers. First and second now for Flores. Bash to short. Could be two. It will be. A double play. Schoaf to Oxford. On to Barnes. Meyer, sorry. Jerry O'Meara standing at second. Luis Hernandez, the catcher. Watching Roberto Rios. Slow roller to third. Tough play. Vasquez makes short work of the not entirely fleet of foot Hernandez. There's the first baseman. Fly ball to center. That's going to roll up against the wall. Played by Remetta. And the Sovereigns break through with a 1-0 lead. Jesse Meyer taken out of the game. John Banco taking over. Hard hit to center field. Remetta can't come up with it. Back-to-back singles. Runners at the corners now, 2 down. Kevin Samuel getting loose in the bullpen. 2-2 on the way to Espada. Lined up the right field line and fair. That could be 2 runs scored here. Throw by O'Malley is into first. Saskatoon leads 3-0. Finally, a pop-up behind short. Flores will end the bottom of the 5th. Saskatoon wraps out a bunch of hits. Solo shot by Mike Helton, though, makes it a 3-1 ball game. Roberto Rios' day is done. Kevin Samuel checks in. And he gives up a 2-run shot to Jerry O'Meara. Eek. Let's go with Johnson. Then Malone. We'll go with Malone for the last 2. There's Mike Schoaf, the shortstop. Flare to center. And caught by Remetta. First and second, nobody out. Julian Sturge into the game to deal with Joe Slater. And on a 4-0 count, the bases are loaded with nobody out for Pim van der Nol, the switch hitter. That's popped up on the infield. The catcher will make the play. Hernandez. Jeremy O'Malley, last chance here. And we have Noble Tigered in the top of the 9th. Great work, team. Well, at least we salvaged the finale of the series. Luis Alfonso out of the bullpen pitching 5 innings, a 1-run ball. Van der Nol with a 2-run shot, and we can hold our heads high. So I'm curious if we take a look at the accomplishments. We've only had 1 no-hitter in CBC history. Danny Rodriguez of the Kelowna Grizzlies doing the job on 7 strikeouts and a walk. A walk away from perfection. Ooh. Against the Victoria Yellow Jackets. We also had Manny Serrano win the Western Conference Triple Crown, batting .326 with 27 home runs and 77 RBI. So if we head over to the majors, which, by the way, you will note has expanded dramatically since the regular season. Let's take a look at the history here. So we picked this up in... This save started in 2026. Brewers won 3 in a row. Ooh. Baltimore, Texas, Brewers again, Cubs, Dodgers. The Blue Jays pick up a couple wins. Yay, 2038 and 2040. Do you think Vladdy's still on those teams? We have not had an expansion franchise win. The Nashville Stars, that is the Blue Jays. So in 2063, they bring home a championship to Nashville. The Austin Flyers are an expansion team. They lose to the Mets in 2058. Mets with a couple wins there. Yankees haven't won a World Series since 2009. This is delicious. Give me more, please. But yeah, we couldn't have the Blue Jays be in Canada and have our league. The thinking was we needed to move the team. Maybe the Rogers family finally sold them, you know? I am curious. How did Guerrero Jr. do? No data found. That's weird. Did the conversion to manager break something? I'm going to see if there's any other new retired numbers from these franchises. That's what I'm curious about. So the Braves retired Tom Sprague's number. Okay, I'm looking for guys who actually, you know, exist in real life. Gunnar Henderson got his number raised in 2039. Jackson Holliday the following year. There's the core of that incredible Baltimore team. Champions in 2029. Roman Anthony gets number 19 hoisted to the rafters by the Red Sox. Arturo Gomez. Oh, fictional dude, okay. Daniel Palencia, with 297 saves, picks up a number retirement. 297 saves for the Cubs alone. That's impressive. Reds, nobody net new. Or nobody real. Ditto for the Guardians. The Rocks. The Athletics did pick up, or did retire the number of Jonathan Maldonado, who saved 410 saves for them, or games for them. Oh, those were some dominant seasons during his campaign. Look at this. Wowzers. Angels didn't hang up Trout's number, probably because of the previously mentioned issue. You run a game for like years and years, and odd stuff happens. Yankees put up Aaron Judge's number, 593 home runs. Just shy of 2,000 hits. Juan Soto's numbers raised to the rafters at Citi Field. There's a handful of fictional dudes who got their numbers raised. James Wood got his number hoisted. Saying, what the heck's going on with the Hall of Fame? So Beltran and Jones got in, just like in real life. Pujols and Cano in 28. Cabrera, Greinke, and A-Rod finally gets in on the 8th ballot in 2029. Verlander, Scherzer, and Kimbrel. Trout only gets 96 votes. Retires at age 36 after 460 home runs. Altuve, Chapman, okay. Sale, Betts, Freeman, no surprises there. Lindor, Jose Ramirez gets in on the 5th ballot. Cole on the 4th. And it goes quiet for 4 straight years. Interesting to see John Sublett retire only at age 33, but I mean, pretty dominant for the Redlegs. Injury setback. It's an end of career. Ooh. That'd do it. Rob Jordan, 99. Okay, what did Miguel Castaneda do to justify getting 99.7% of the vote? Almost hit 300 wins. That's what he did. And, oh man, 5,247 strikeouts? Did that get past Nolan Ryan? Jose Pulido, the new leader in strikeouts as a batter for his career. Wow! I mean, yeah, 641 home runs, but wow! There's 3 true outcomes, and then there's whatever the hell that was. Nolan stands still atop. Carlos Reyes only gives up a 152 to opponent's average. That's impressive as hell. Going 22-1 over 33 starts. That'd do it. Ah, 85 stuff at his peak. Torn labrum. Second torn labrum. Oh, man. Padres had something special there. Castaneda is second on the all-time list behind only Nolan Ryan. That is nuts. Anyways, back to in-game action. Heading to Elks Stadium. Steve Gardner versus Raul Herrera. Sovereigns taking on Western Conference opponent, the Kelowna Grizzlies. And, ooh, it's a foggy day here in Kelowna.
Strike three.
Nice scenery, though. Herrera gives up a solo home run to Randall Hawk. He strikes out the side on the inning otherwise. Slater strikes out looking, stranding a pair. Here's Hawk again. Fly ball to center. Hangs up long enough for Rometta to make the grab. Justin Brandstetter now. Fly ball, right center field. That's going to hit off the wall. RBI double for Brandstetter. Grizzlies lead 2-0. Wimberly. Another fly ball to right center. This one caught by Rometta for the second out. Elias Villamil.
Strike three.
Down on strikes. Herrera battles through it. Here's Hawk again. Inside ball four. Bases loaded for Tony Chama. Bashed into the dirt. To second. Helton can't find the handle on it. Everyone's safe. Ruben Vargas. Off the end of the bat. Going to be a tough play. No, that's dropping. Slater couldn't get there in time. Another 90 feet. I have seen enough. We got shut out again. We head to Victoria, win 1-0. All right, back-to-back wins. We're fighting our way out of it. 3 wins in a row. One run loss. We almost come back. Orozco holds on for the win. In 11 innings, Sovereigns pick up the win. We're above 500. All right, it is May. I feel like we need to make some adjustments. Like Miguel Vasquez is just not cutting the mustard at all. So we're going to try putting Barry Spencer in. Remetta, oh my lord. That's bad. Do we have anyone who can play center field? Bowden, I guess? Try and pitch him more frequently? Bartlett, I don't get the sense is ready for prime time yet, so we're going to actually send him to the reserve roster. We're going to give Rigush an opportunity to get some more starts. Let's see how Brad Haley handles the Vancouver Suns in the second of 2 matches. Two on for Willie Chapa. Flair to center. Remetta on the run makes the grab. Looks pretty good while doing it, too. There's Melvin Gomez for the Suns. Swing and a miss. He is out of the inning. Don Cadenau from Sarnia, Ontario. Solo shot by Eddie Ramirez, and the Suns lead 1-0. Obkebangma from Rotterdam. Nice name. The team name, the Suns, is based on the Vancouver Asahi, aka the Morning Suns.
Strike 3.
Haley coming back here with a couple of great at-bats. Strikes out the side around the double. And the home run. Cadonau gives up a solo shot to Angelo Gama, aka the only guy I can trust on this offense right now. Jimmy Olsen getting loose in the bullpen. Haley struck out 7. Fly ball to right center field, picked up late. They did get the runner, though. Fantastic relay there. O'Malley wanted to flex the arm. Good relay there by Spencer, too. Bouncer to third. Helton will take it himself to third base to end the top of the 6th. We're tied at 1s. Haley's day is done. Olsen in now. And he immediately gets into trouble. Great work. Let's get Luis Alfonso up. Miles Malave. Strikeout victim as well. Olsen wants to strand the runners. Full count pitch on the way. Nope. Ball 4, bases loaded. It'll be Luis Alfonso taking over here to take on Avicia. A wild pitch kicks to the backstop, and the Suns take the lead. Fly ball to left center. Slater's not going to get that. Oh, dear. Avicia steals third on Alfonso. The inning is over, sending us to stretch time, but Vancouver pots 3 runs. Runners on the corners for Gareth Regish. Strikeout victim. Gordon Malone takes over here. And he'll finish up the game, and that's it. Swing out to the rest of the division. We beat the Greats at their place. All right, split the series. Split the series against the Mosquitoes as well. I'll take it. Okay, maybe they were right about our offense being absolutely putrid. Our team OPS is 538. What, and I cannot stress this enough, the hell? I mean, giving Nick Lauber some funds to take over as our... There are options out there. Maybe not Vinny Figueroa. I do like Cody Sharkey. Ajir Karim from South Africa. Okay. $2.2 million. Well, that would fix our third base issue if we go with Adam Young instead of Miguel Vasquez. Surprised there's so many 28-year-olds still with potential. That's not something I'm used to seeing. All right, how about center fielders? We got any good ones out there? Jordan Serrano, 65 outfield range. Okay. Or do we focus on a third base upgrade? Adam Young would definitely fix a lot of issues. All right, let's compare Young and Karim. Do I even have scouting turned on in this game? No, I very much do not. So that is accurate. All right, let's go give Adam Young some money. Let's go fix our primary issue. And add to it a Canadian catcher by the name of Nick Handrahan. Oh, he wants multi-years? Oof. Okay, so Manny Fernanny. I don't want to go over my foreign player limit. That's the other thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can only add one more foreign player to my 30-man roster. And at this point, it's going to be Young. Unless I pull Bartlett back up and send Pablo Garza back down. That is an option. Definitely a glut of pitchers available. No, I think I'm just going to keep it to the one potential addition. All right, doctors are coming to town. That'll be a fun one. All right, Adam Young now on the team. Roberto Rios, I expected better of you. Bullpen has been fantastic, so we are going to make sure our hook for our starting pitchers is extremely short. Yeah, Vasquez does not deserve to play anymore right now. I'm going to give Rigush a little bit more time to figure it out before we bring O'Malley back, or bring Bartlett back. Jeremy O'Malley at least has settled in. Another 1-0 game. Rios does a dang good job. All right, London Doctor's coming to town. Gama in a bit of a funk. But we'll play him anyway. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys batting below 200. I'll fire my hitting coach if this keeps up. There we go. Gama standing on second. New guy Young swings and misses. One of those quadruple A guys. Solo shot by Edwin Gonzalez makes it 1-0 London. Oh man, even Vondernoel's in a funk. There's Tovar, 1-2 on the way. Popped up to right field, carrying. That's going to fall for a base hit. Lands in front of O'Malley. London doubles their lead to 2-0. Tarpey watches ball 4 sail pass. Here's Edwin Reyes. 2 on, 1 out. Grounded to third. Young makes the throw onto first. Barry, the catcher. Flare to center field. Bowden will make the grab. Solo shot by Alley Cat makes it a 2-1 ball game. 7 strikeouts by Charlie Liu. Young has given us 6 innings of work. We'll let him push for a 7th. Then we'll go to Brett Thomas, I think. All right, runners at the corners. Nobody out. On a 3-1 count, fly ball to center field. Bowden will pick it up. Sacrifice fly. Here's Ken McLaughlin. Popped up behind first. Vandernoel will make the grab. Carlos Jewell now. Flare to center. Bowden waits for it to come down. Stretch time. Doctors by 2 over the Sovereigns. Mark Marie getting loose in the bullpen. Solo shot by Sheldon Quarles. Yeah, that's nice. Brett, sit down. The one lefty on the Sovereigns bullpen, Mark Marie, should probably invest in getting another. Tarpey, the 2-2. Fly ball to right. O'Malley tracks it down. With the Sovereigns offense, this feels like a tall, tall hill. Yep. We've only scored 1 run in each of the last 3 games. There we go. We bust out for a 3-run game. And then we wail on Winnipeg. What the hell happened there? Barry Spencer with a 2-run shot. Adam Young going 3 for 4. Bowden with a pair. And then in this one, we come back from down 2-0 to absolutely clown shoe him. Bowden with a grand slam. And there is hope in Regina. Garland Bowden, man. So we're going to give Pablo Garza a chance to start more frequently. Let's do this one in Ottawa. RCGT Park. Another real ballpark, but I can't remember who did the design for this one.
Strike 3.
As you can tell, the press box is kind of in an awkward spot. Hit hard to left center field. Oh, Slater made the grab. Never mind. Hit to right. O'Malley makes the grab. First and second now. Okay, Pablo Garza. I was not familiar with your game.
Strike 3. Strike 3.
Back-to-back strikeouts to strand a pair. Two on, two out for Pim Vandernol. What a setback season he's been having. There's Roberto Rios. Up the line fair. Vandernol makes an easy play. Rios being incredibly efficient here. Grounded to third. Jones on the throw. Or Young on the throw. Easy play. Bob Wallace. Grounded to short. Flores on the money. That'll bring up Peyton Russell. 2-2 on the way from Rios. Grounded in front of home plate. Good play by Garza. Bowden with 2 on. Full count. Called strike 3. Garza, the catcher. Inside outs this one into right field. That could score a run. Well, we're going to try here. Peyton Russell's throw gets past the catcher. Oh, man. Zablocki can't make the block. Get the good arms up in the bullpen. Maruyama, get loose.
Strike 3.
Hector Flores, 0 for 4 with 4 Ks. Rios with runners on the corners now. Maruyama takes over. Zablocki to center. Bowden's throw is cut off, but the runners hold. Jesse Fuller pinch hitting here. Strikeout victim. First K of the game for the Sovereigns. As Roberto Rios manages to go 6 innings, plus a few extra batters. No walks, no strikeouts, no earned runs either. 2-2 on the way to Bodley. Flare to center. Bowden keeps it a 1-run game. Maruyama strands him. Brett Thomas gives us a clean sheet. Chad Grimes facing Zablocki. Full count pitch. Walks, the bases loaded. Al Barber. Ground it back to the pitcher. They're going to go home for 1. And that's all. That's the important one. Hoo. Randy Bodley. 2-2 on the way from Grimes. Called strike 3. We somehow escape with that one. A combined shutout. Rios leads it off. Grimes hangs on for dear life. And it's a 3-way tie atop the Prairies division. Rebels, Sovereigns, Mosquitoes. Chad Grimes picks up Rookie of the Month. And Pitcher of the Month. Incredibly even throughout the league in terms of run differential. Or our Pythag diff, anyway. Windsor Wings are bad. Everyone else is decent. And a 2-0 shutout win. Kim leading the way. Grimes day-to-day for a week. Yeah, let's get him on the IL. We've got other pitchers we can sub in. Like, let's get Jim Gowing in for some light work. Who do we trust? All right, we'll move Olsen up into the 7th. And I don't want to have a home game against Edmonton to start off the next stream. We'll do the one against Winnipeg. A tie, first one of the season. Herrera's going to miss a start. Edmonton clowns on us, but we come back with a walk-off win in the 10th. Brad Thomas takes the loss, or blows a save. Jimmy Olsen picks up the win. We're going to give Murayama the start. Move Herrera down in the rotation and give him a chance to rest. Pim's figuring it out at least. Trouble is, only the division leader moves on to the postseason, so we got to catch those Rebels. Suns and Grizzlies tied atop the Pacific. Then over in the Eastern Conference, the Atlantic Division, Shipwrights and Colonels tied, which I believe means one would get the wild card, the other would get the division win. The Hot Rods continuing to do Hot Rod things in the Metro. The Central is the Doctor's domain. Big Jim Sanford on the IL. Oh man, they just had a rash of injuries. Look at this. Jacot out. Mansell out. Farley. Charlie Farley. No! No, game. That's almost as bad as Bobby Boogard. Give him the nickname Chris. That is a cartoon name. Wow, look at all the guys they have injured. That's ridiculous. And they're still going. Good news is Grimes is healthy, so he'll be able to come back and return to dominating. At least we're outpacing our postseason prediction, our preseason predictions. Yeah, Helton needs to sit for Spencer, I think. Dead last in runs scored. Second in runs against, though. I'll take that. The pitching has been on fuego. Gowing finally gets his first appearance, gives up 2 runs in the 2-2 tie. Or 3-3 tie, rather. Who's on the trading block? Anyone? Windsor looking to move Mauricio Valencia. Not my fault you gave him that much money. Hanfermin Stevens, love the name. Okay, Jake Bodek as one pitch man would be kind of funny. Much rather take someone like Steve Van Os. There, that'll give us another lefty. Herrera will be back in 2 days, so we'll put him in the 3 spot. Brad Haley has been kicking Heine. That I'm thrilled with. And how are we doing foreign player-wise? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, when we, oh yeah, we're going to get Grimes back. We may need to jiggle this around. Maybe Pablo Garza goes down, or Joe Slater does. Because we don't have a farm system, we have a reserve roster. Guys are just going to develop down there. We at least have the best minor league teams in the league. That's a good-looking reliever over in Quebec. Yeah, Voyageurs are having a rough go. Windsor Wings, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. They have the Canadians. They only have 10 pitchers, though. All right, let's just do a double check to make sure other teams aren't equally up a creek. Okay, Grizzlies only have 6 pitchers, but they have guys on the IL who will be coming back. So it's not like they're intentionally doing that. Maroons are running 7 guys. Risky, but not terrible. Some teams, man, just injured and injured and injured. Vancouver also only running 6 guys, but they don't seem to be too much worse for wear. Yellow Jackets also running a 6-man pen. It really does seem to be Windsor who's struggling, because they've only got 5 guys. 5 guys, no burgers, no fries. So maybe we can talk to them about pulling a swap. Let's see if they're up for taking Scott Lush, or swapping Scott Lush with Gary Johnson. Brett Thomas. Jim Gowing. No. Okay, they really don't want to get rid of Scott Lush. Fine, fair. Why are you running 4 catchers then? Who's your center fielders looking like? I mean, Weatherby seems interesting, but not a decent option. All right, let's talk Billy Schreiner for Kevin Samuel. There we go. Now they have an extra pitcher. And we have a new center fielder. Someone with actual offense. What a concept. So it looks like we're going to be putting Schreiner in over Slater. I mean, Bowden has been hitting better, that is true. Put Spencer in at second over Helton. Against lefties, we'll flip O'Malley and give Joe Slater some outfield playtime. Stack the deck with lefties, or with righties. Just try and do something, anything, to get our offense jump-started. Well, that'll do it for me. Looks like Spore is still going with some 4th of July out of the park perfect team builds. Should be a lot of fun. You'll see me next on Wednesday with Saving Mike Trout. We did it last stream, so now we got an off season in which we got to figure out what to do with this ball club. Time is precious, folks. I'm grateful you've chosen to spend some of yours with me tonight. Happy 4th of July, Americans. Happy Saturday, everyone else. Firage, take us out.